kind. Hello? Hello? All right, Annie. First I get your famous chewing, now I get your famous squealing. Are you fooling around again?
Annie!
The essential fact is, to get real suspense, you must let the audience have information. Now let's take the old-fashioned bomb theory. You and I are sitting talking, we'll say, about baseball. We're talking for 5 minutes. Suddenly a bomb goes off. The audience have a 10-second terrible shock. Now, let's take the same situation. Tell the audience at the beginning that under the table, and show it to them, there's a bomb, and it's going to go off in 5 minutes. And we talk baseball. What are the audience doing? They're saying, don't talk about baseball. There's a bomb under there. Get rid of it. But they're helpless. They can't jump out of their seats up onto the screen and grab hold of the bomb and throw it out.
Look at the gas setting there sliding a cigar.
Hey, you! Watch out! Don't drop that man! Get out! Get out of there!
Mr. Run!
Watch out!
Mr.
Look out! Look out! Watch out!
Shock and surprise are very different from suspense. If you want to shock people, you just have to catch them off guard. And then clobber them.
Oh, God!
Oh, no! Don't touch it! Don't touch it!
That was shocking, wasn't it? But suspense can be equally brutal. Terror owes its very existence to the one group of characters devoted to its cause. The villains. From the dangerously disturbed.
Vengeance is mine, saith the Lord.
To the thoroughly demented. They run the gamut in age, appearance, even occupation.
Give me the money, you fucker.
And yet,
I'm not a bad.
They can be encouraging.
All I want is for you to trust me.
Come on, baby, open up the door.
You gonna hit me again?
Now, you know you're the #1 thing in my heart.
They can be disarming.
Come on, baby, open up the door. I'm out here all alone.
I'm gonna have her make a daily drink for you that'll be fresher, safer, and more vitamin-rich than any pills on the market.
They can be reassuring.
Any questions you have, call me night or day. That's what I'm here for.
You may even be married to one.
Wendy, I'm home.
So that even when you're certain of who they really are, there's still no guarantee that you're safe.
I know who you are, you murderer. I know who you are.
Help! The man needs help here! Help! Quick! A doctor!
At times we can't help but marvel at their cleverness.
Where are you gonna hit me again?
I ain't never gonna hit you. All I want to do is give you the kind of love you want, what you need. That's right. Come on, open the door. You cannot believe how stupid you are.
Slick and calculating. When it comes to cruelty, they seem so self-assured.
And you? What's your favorite toy?
Geraldine. What does she do?
And may we have Geraldine on the table, too?
Oh, we may not. Why the hell not? Because she's the referee.
The most compelling villains are often the most confident.
May I help you with anything?
Yes, something special.
Oh, yes, I think you might be interested in something like this.
That's good. What is it?
I think you'd be interested in this s'mores, sir. Would you like to smell it? What do you think?
Would you wrap it up for me?
Certainly.
I'll be back in a couple of minutes.
All right.
You really are very pretty.
Well, thank you.
For each villain brings a style and a method to his madness.
United Press. I have an announcement to make for your international wire.
His real name is Hamer Reinhardt. He has no network, no real organization. He improvises. He manages to succeed where others have failed. If he has changed his face, he will be more dangerous than ever.
Is this trip business or pleasure?
Pleasure, I know. Nobody ever walks out on me. You understand me? Never! They never walk out on me.
Untroubled by conscience, their capacity for evil has no limit.
Lesson #1, Ginger.
Is it safe?
You talking to me?
Is it safe?
What's safe?
Some are capable of doing anything.
Is it safe?
I don't know what you mean.
He's not clear.
You're gonna pay for what you did to Ginger.
What I did to Ginger is knock her around. So what, bitch? That's what she's dead. Yeah. You set me up. Nobody sets me up. You understand? Nobody. body! Come on, shoot! Come on, cop, shoot! Come on, kill me! She's dead, fuckhead! Dead! You understand me? Dead! Dead! Come on, shoot! Come on! Come on! You understand me? Yeah!
Leave us alone. We've done nothing.
You must be very proud. If you will come... Oh,
No, you take me! What is it? What is happening?
He's just taking a woman. He's bringing her to the front of the tram car. He has her against the window.
What the hell is he doing?
Be a little closer. I just want to see his face.
This one's for you, De Silva.
Oh, Christ, don't do it.
And Susie,
Yes, Mike?
I want you to know it.
Mike?
In the end, they simply don't distinguish between right and wrong. Perhaps they don't know the difference. Perhaps they just don't care. Whether they're ruthless, desperate,
What I did to Ginger, it ain't nothing. Look what I'm gonna do to you.
or totally deranged. However unstable the villains,
Why'd you kill the woman? I wanted to. So why don't you kill me? In due time.
they are the ultimate figures in power.
That hurt? No, I should think it would. Should take better care of your teeth. You have quite a cavity here. Is it safe?
Look, I tell you, I can't do it.
So no matter how much they make us hate them, they know how to make us watch them.
Mind you, bitch.
Stop.
Please don't worry. I'm not going into that cavity. That nerve's already dying. A live, freshly cut nerve is infinitely more sensitive.
So, I'll just drill into a healthy tooth until I reach the pulp. Unless, of course, you can tell me that it's safe.
Walk up!
Hold it, motherfucker!
I'm coming right behind you.
Watch it by the window!
Life can be that simple. Relief, discomfort. Now, which of these I next apply, that decision is in your hands. So, take your time and tell me, is it safe?
We are all born helpless. As infants, we are dependent on others for food, shelter, for life itself. We are totally vulnerable. Slowly but surely, we learn to be afraid.
Michael! Did you hear your father? Out of the water now! Now!
We're taught the difference between right and wrong. And yet, we're only human. And we sometimes take foolish risks, even when we know it's dangerous. By the time we regret what we've done, it may already be too late.
Señora, doblarme.
Get down.
But what's most frightening of all,
Bobby?
Have you checked the children?
What?
is that for reasons beyond our control, for reasons beyond our comprehension, or worst of all, for no reason whatsoever.
The hat. I want the hat.
At any time, at any place, we may find ourselves a victim.
What are you, some kind of asshole?
Since vulnerability is the key, the victim is usually alone.
Hello?
Why haven't you checked the children?
And unfortunately, in these movies, the victim is almost always a woman.
It's a man. I think he's trying to scare me.
Anonymous caller, ma'am?
That's right.
Yeah, it's probably just some weirdo. The city's full of them.
Wendy, let me explain something to you. Whenever you come in here and interrupt me, you're breaking my concentration. You're distracting me. And it will then take me time to get back to where I was. Understand?
Yeah?
We're gonna make a new rule. Whenever I'm in here, you hear me typing. Whether you don't hear me typing, what the fuck you hear me doing in here, when I'm in here, that means that I am working. That means don't come in. Do you think you can handle that?
Yeah.
What's wrong with the boss?
Nothing for you to worry about. Just get some rest right now. I'll let you know as soon as we get a hold of your parents.
To make things worse, she may be fully aware of the danger, but helpless to do anything about it.
I need you here. Here at the house.
Giving the villains an edge they're only too willing to exploit.
You've got to come over right away. Please, before she comes back.
other hand, she may be totally unaware that she is in any danger at all.
I have a telegram for Dr. Potter.
Well, he's not in. I'll take it.
I may only give it to him.
Well, I'm his wife. I think you'd give it to me.
When will he return?
I don't know. Sometime this afternoon. You want to come back later?
You can rest assured I will.
I'm very confused. I just need a chance to think things over.
You've had your whole fucking life to think things over. What good's a few minutes more gonna do you now?
Stay away from me. Please. Don't hurt me.
I'm not gonna hurt you.
Stay away from me.
Wendy.
Stay away.
Darling, light of my life. I'm not gonna hurt you. You didn't let me finish my sentence. I said, I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm just gonna bash your brains in.
You really scared me. That's what you wanted. Is that what you wanted?
No.
What do you want?
Your blood all over me.
Lori, wait. Wait, Lori.
Little pigs, let me come in. Not by the hair on your chinny chin chin. Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in.
Please, can't you help me? I'm all alone here.
Okay, now take it easy. Tell you what, if this guy calls you again...
He will call again. I know he will.
All right, now calm down. Look, I can alert the phone company so that if he calls again, we can try to trace a Listen to me. We've traced the call. It's coming from inside the house. Squad car's on the way over there right now. Just get out of that house.
Here's Johnny. Come out, wherever you are.
don't have to be looking for trouble to find it.
I have seen these flowers all over. They're growing like parasites on other plants. All of a sudden, where are they coming from?
Outer space?
What are you talking about? A space flower?
Well, why not a space flower? Why do we always expect metal ships?
Evil can come from anywhere, arriving mysteriously from outer space, or appearing suddenly here on Earth.
There's a fog bank out there.
On land or at sea. Environments once familiar even pleasurable become bewildering. And ominous. Concealing and protecting the enemy.
I want to see who it is. No. Can I stay for 2 more seconds?
While leaving us
Okay, I'm going.
exposed. Of course, nature is not always to blame.
I don't know what the hell's in there, but it's weird and pissed off, whatever it is.
Malevolent life forms from other worlds may jeopardize our position as the supreme beings on this planet.
See, what we're talking about here is an organism that imitates other life forms, and it imitates them perfectly. When this thing attacked our dogs, it tried to digest them, absorb them, and in the process shape its own cells to imitate them. That's not dog, it's imitation. We got to it before it had time to finish.
Finish what?
See? Jack.
I'll get the police.
Wake up. They get you when you sleep. Sit up.
Wait right there, Mr. Bennell.
How do you know my name?
Hang up, Matthew.
I didn't tell you my name.
Hang up.
I didn't tell him my name.
They're all a part of it. They're all pods, all of them. It's happening now. They grow out of those pods.
How do we fight what we don't understand? How can we triumph over the unknown? Evil doesn't have to come from another world to control life here on Earth. Our oldest fear, the devil himself, can take on any form, even that of a child.
Have no fear, little one. I am here to protect thee.
Look at me, Damien. It's all for you.
Let's see what the... Get away! The sow is mine!
Please come in.
More frightening still are those who worship the power of evil.
That whole bunch, the parties with the singing and the flute and the chanting, those are espets or Sabbaths or
Honey,
whatever
don't get
they're called.
excited. Huh?
Read what they do, Guy. They use blood in their rituals, and the blood that has the most power is baby's blood. And they don't just use the blood, they use the flesh, too.
Rosemary, for God's sakes.
They're not setting foot in this apartment ever again. And they're not coming within 50 feet of the baby.
They're old people. They have a bunch of old friends. Dr. Shan happens to play the recorder.
They're not taking any chances with the baby's safety.
Well, you're not going.
Already said I would.
You tell that boy you're not going, or we're going to move from here. No. Move from here, and you'll never see that boy again.
The potential for evil may be hidden within all of us. Most of us never discover it.
Listen, talk to me!
Some of us do.
I'm going. You can't stop me. I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Who are we?
You comfortable, Reagan?
Yes.
How old are you?
12.
Is there someone inside you?
Sometimes.
Somebody in this camp ain't what he appears to be. Right now, that may be one or two of us. By spring, it could be all of us.
So how do we know who's human? If I was an imitation, a perfect imitation, how would you know if it was really me?
I'm speaking to the person inside of Reagan now. You are there, you two are hypnotized. You must answer all my questions. Come forward. Answer me now.
What is inside us? And what if that which we held back suddenly were let go?
Gotta be fucking kidding.
The servant of God. It is he who commands you. He who flung you. The heights of heaven to the depths of hell.
This is not a human child. Make no mistake.
What have you done to it? What have you done to its eyes?
He has his father's eyes.
What are you talking about? Guy's eyes are normal. What have you done to him, you maniac?
Satan is his father, not Guy.
Please, Daddy, no. No, Daddy, no.
Help me!
God is dead!
evil plays without rules, no one is beyond reach.
Amen.
It's no longer a question
Matthew?
of what's to become of us,
Matthew!
You son of a bitch! Take me! Come into me!
but rather what we're to become.
God damn you! Take me!
Now, what's the one thing these films have in common?
Well, the comment would be highly censorable.
People in trouble. And what's the easiest way to get into trouble?
Give up, John. Admit who you are.
You know as well as I do, this necklace is imitation.
Sex.
She loved me, man.
And it always has been.
Even in this light, I can tell where your eyes are looking. Never had a better offer in your whole life.
Even in real life, sex has its dangers
I shouldn't have been sober. Thank you for picking up.
because it makes people take chances. But usually, they survive. In a terror film, you don't even have to take a chance. Just take a walk, alone at night, and that may be the last we see of you. A moonlight swim in the nude is definitely a bad idea.
Max.
In the bedroom, anything can happen.
Don't.
Now, we take MasterCard, Visa, American Express, but not for tips.
Heaven help you if sex is your profession.
Okay, that's not really true. You can put tips on Visa if you want.
These films will put an end to your career. Permanently.
Oh, my angel. Oh, my angel. Oh. Oh.
He orders me to strip. I do it, keeping one eye on the razor. He drops his pants, forces me down on my stomach, kneels down behind me, and risks the cold blade. Terror films, sex rarely ends with pleasure. It ends in violence.
I'm gonna take my hand off your mouth. If you scream, now let's try it. That's good. That's really good. Cheeky baby, I'll be modest.
And since you're never more vulnerable than when you're naked, the bathroom is the most dangerous place of all.
That's what you all do. You make a man think that he's accepted. It's all just a great big game to you.
Well, what do you think?
I'm sure it comes as no great surprise to you when I say that there are little corners in everyone which were better off left alone.
I watched you today.
But that's your stock and trade, isn't it, a man's weakness? Little sicknesses, which should never be exposed.
Would you mind not doing that?
And I was never really fully aware of mine until you brought them out. I have no idea what I'm going to do. And I'm so deeply puzzled. I've done terrible things. I've killed 3 people. But yet I don't consider myself a terrible man. No more than others. I know you're expecting some kind of extravagant behavior, so it doesn't make any difference what I do anymore, does it? I will not harm you at all physically.
Why don't you make yourself comfortable? Why don't you take your
I am perfectly comfortable. Just put your head down. You have this lovely long blonde hair. Turn your head. Like that.
No! No!
Oh.
In the beginning, horror films were dominated by the classic figures. Frankenstein, Dracula, and the Wolfman. But as the years passed,
The Bride of Frankenstein.
they began to lose their shock value and found themselves being used to create the opposite effect.
We're going up to that castle.
What about that woman?
Oh, she's only trying to scare us.
Well, she's doing a very good job of it.
Yeah, come on.
Oh, no. Please don't wear that.
What's the matter?
I know you'll think I'm crazy, but in a half an hour the moon will rise and I'll turn into a wolf.
You and 20 million other guys.
As horror and comedy became more intertwined, it was hard to know how to react. Or how to feel.
Yeah, operator, get me the Landmother County Sheriff's Department, quick.
Listen, all the cutting up is easy, and it isn't for the queasy or the weak of heart. Well, you had better start the home while there's still time.
Never see my music again. Not here, not anywhere. Do you understand? Never again. My music is for Phoenix. Only she can sing it. Anyone else that tries, dies.
Fear is scary and murder's vile. I don't know what's making me smile. The world is sick, I'm used to it. Wouldn't you agree?
You wouldn't be able to do these awful things to me if I weren't still in this chair.
But you are, Blanche. You are in that chair.
No place to hide, no one's who they seem. Safe as long as they stay on that screen. If someone's gotta go, you know, better them than me.
Wow.
What are you kids watching?
The news lady's turned into a werewolf.
On the land or in the skies, try and kill it if it crawls or flies. It dies. They're not very nice. It dies. It dies. By the way they treat their pets, they deserve just what they get. Yet when they die, I ought to cry. I laugh instead. I wonder why.
Put me down.
Tonight I'll rest all right. My mind is clear and free. No lie is going to get the best of me. Maybe bats are misunderstood. Here come the frogs, there goes the neighborhood. People are no damn good. I'm rooting for the shark. Mother Nature's had one too many. Don't look for cops, they're never in it. Don't sit there like a dummy, waiting in the dark. On the land or in the skies, try and kill it if it crawls or flies. It dies. They're not very nice. It dies. It dies. It dies. The end is near, it's no surprise. Blow the kiss and wave goodbye. I'm not scared and I'm not shy. No way I'm gonna close my
Get the hell out of here!
It's only a movie. It's only a movie. But sooner or later, you must leave the theater and go home. Perhaps alone.